Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning viewer or a subscriber, welcome back. If you've not subscribed, I hope you subscribe. Let's grow the number, let's share the channel with more people. Today I want to talk about these babies, my hair. I love it when I come across people and they're like, is that natural? And I'm like, yeah. Okay, love the length so much. I remember a time when I had baby locks. They were so short. I was wishing for them to get even a little bit longer just for me to do a half bun. And now I can do a full bun. Okay, funny thing is, I still want it to get much longer so that I can do a messy bun. Maybe I'm the one who doesn't know how to do one, or maybe I've just not yet attained the length that I need to do a proper messy bun, but I have not managed to do a neat one yet. I got my hair locked beginning of 2019. I had natural hair. It was not long. I wanted it to become long. I had grown the hair since form 1. That was 2010. Yeah, 2010, because we were shaving in primary school. So I started growing my hair when I joined form 1, and that was in 2010. 2010 to 2019. 9 years. 9 years where was my hair this short? Like, it was a quarter of this length because it kept cutting, and by the time I was realizing that for me to grow my hair, like to have a proper natural hair care, I needed products equivalent of skincare right now. Skincare is expensive and it's commitment, and so is natural hair care. That is not, it doesn't go for everyone. Just like skincare, there are people who have very good skin and all they do is apply Vaseline. Sometimes they don't even apply anything on their face. They only wash their face when they're showering, and yet their skin is so good. Same thing with natural hair. Some people have the best natural hair with minimal to no maintenance, and some of us, we need intervention. So when I realized that for my hair to actually stop cutting, to grow, for me to be able to manage it well, I needed proper natural hair care that I will need to invest money in. I realized, I don't think I can do this. I was so tired of my hair at the time because my favorite styles were braids. And braids, you take so much time at the salon, and they're expensive because you have to get braids and then pay for labor. And worse still, if you're going to your local salon, the salonist will make you separate the braids for her as she's doing your hair. Maybe you just want to sleep or entertain yourself, but now you're there helping her work and still paying her. What else? They used to cut my hairline. Like, my hairline was not bad, but I was seeing like where it was headed was not good. And the other style that I often went for was Ghanaian styles, Ghanaian lines. They lasted 2 weeks maximum. 2 weeks and they are out. Now you're just living with bad hair. So you take them out and then buy braids and then go back to the salon if you want neat hair. I couldn't keep up, and then my hair kept having dandruffs with Ghanaians, with braids. Like, there will just be fluff on my hair every time, and it was annoying. So one day I decided, you know what, I'm tired. Okay, before I got tired, I tried the natural hair care. I decided I'm not even going to go back to the salon. I'll buy products, the products that I can manage, and then I'll do hair care by myself. So I bought a few products. I think I bought Mikala, the curling cream, where you do two strand twist out and then you untwist, and now you have curls on your hair. I was thinking of buying sulfate free shampoo. I had even started doing research on natural hair care. I had found that you're not supposed to comb your hair while it's dry, you're supposed to wash your hair while it's twisted. It was a lot. At that point, I realized I do not have this commitment in me. And I thought about locks, but I was skeptical because they are permanent. Not because I would have missed my hair, but sometimes when things are permanent, they just scare you just because they are permanent, for that reason only. And society's perception. Like, yes, people don't bother me much what they think about me, but the conditioning is deep rooted. So by the time you're saying I don't care, I'm doing it anyway, you've sat with it for a while. So I sat with it for a while because of the permanency, because of society, and I the general perception. In the workplace when you have logs, people there's a way people look at you. I was also avoiding locks because of the starter face, the baby locks. Ooh, I think that's an ugly face. Surprisingly, when I was in it, it didn't bother me as much. Yes, I wanted my hair to grow longer so that I can style it, but the funny styles, I just went with them because you do a style and then maybe you've done a fringe and then the hair is just here. If I find that photo, I'll put it here, you see. Though, when I was starting out, the loctician would use an extension on my hair while styling, so the styles will be nice because they're using fluffy kinky or afro kinky. But I feel the styles are limited and they are more of the same, and they're not soft styles, they just look like very stiff styles. When you're going through it, you don't realize. When you're thinking about it before and when you're thinking about it after it has happened, that's when you realize. Anyway, I decided I will not miss my natural hair, and I am completely tired of it, and shaving was not in my options. No, I was not going to shave. So I decided locks it was. And there was this lady who was around, was in my life at the time, and she knew places like what were ready, so we went with her to a local salon where they were doing locks, and the salon had several young guys. So we went and asked how much they will charge, and they said 1500 to do the initial locks. Then we went to a second salon and they said 2500, and I was like, hey, 2500 is okay. My budget was 2k, so if I had tried, I would have gotten that extra 500, but I was like, 25 na kuna place ya 15. So I went to the guys who are charging 1500. I told them the size that I wanted. At the time, I was like, is this the size? Like, will the locks turn out the way I want for the size that they were doing? They seemed thin at the time when they were starting out. And it was okay. Like, they've locked. I wanted them quite thick as they are. Though I realized they didn't do a very good job at the time because I have some very thin locks and others which are pretty thick. It doesn't matter now, but I think if I had gone to the place where they were charging 2500, they would have done a better job with the grid lines and with I will have more even locks. But cheap ends up being expensive. So they did the locks and had gone with extensions. The good thing about the extension that they're using to style your hair, that's fluffy kinky or afro kinky. When you're redoing the locks, when you're retwisting, you just wash and use it again. hair, it's cost efficient, like the way I'm saving money because of hair. Where, okay, not that I can see the money that I'm saving, but I don't spend the way I was spending when I was going to the salon to braid my hair, to blow dry, to wash. And retwist is usually 800 shillings. It was 500 kitambo, now it keeps going up. So I went for retwists at the same salon for a while, and then the boys were, they had very nasty jokes and they didn't mind who was around. So eventually I decided, you know what, I don't want to be putting myself in this environment every time, and I moved salons. So I went to the place where they were charging 2500. So they kept saying hata hakukukata vizuri, like the grid lines are not okay, your hair is not even. It was like, okay, I should have come to you guys in the beginning, my bad. Now I'm paying for my actions. I had even thought of telling them to undo the hair and twist it again, but it will have been expensive. So I decided to just live with it. After the first salon appointment, when they did my locks, like when I had starter locks, I think I went back the following months, almost after 3 or 4 weeks, and they washed my hair. They washed gently because at the time it has not locked. So if you're washing it roughly, it might just come out all over again and you have to retwist. They did it gently and they retwisted and styled. So I was in styles the whole time because the hair is short. It was like up to here and it has not locked because you're doing the locks, the retwist for the first time. So meaning you're probably in your second month. So if they leave the hair like that, most likely it will just unravel and then you're back to your natural hair. So every time they retwist, they will do it with extension. Like they will use an extension to lengthen the strand and then style it. When did I research? I did not do any research when I was going to do locks. I had done research for natural hair, but when I decided it was locks, I just went in. I think I was just tired. Like whatever was going to happen to me when I did locks was going to happen anyway. So when I went to do my locks, I didn't know that there are different methods. I didn't know that I could choose to retwist or to interlock or crochet. Some people even just do the two strand twist outs and let the hair lock by itself. So I think that's cheaper because you're going to the salon and telling them you want two strand twist outs, and maybe do it if you're trying to get sister locks on a budget. Do it thin, like those braids that people use sindano, use needles to undo those very tiny braids, but no, it's using your natural hair, and then you never take them out, you just retwist and then the longer strand just locks by itself. I think if I had come across that information before going to the salon, I'd probably have tried that. But well, now we're here. So, and I think I also didn't know there was sister locks. Sister locks are expensive because it's around 30,000 to just do them for the first time, and it takes hours. It can take the entire, like literally the entire day to get sister locks. Some people even take more than a day depending on their schedule. And I can imagine retwisting will take as, okay, maybe not as much time, but it will take much more time, unlike when you have thicker locks. And some people go for free form locks where you just let your hair lock as it wishes, instead of doing this that looks more structured. My hair is generally brown. I have never had black hair in my life. So the salon that I was going for retwist. Now the second salon, the one where they were charging 2500, they will insist that I dye my hair black because it was brown, and I was like, that's the natural color of my hair. Why will you insist that I dye it black? And they were so brutal because why will you tell me ati nakaa mchawi? Okay, si mchawi. Nakaa mwenda wazimu just because my hair is brown. So one day I thought about it and I was like, you know what, let me just try dyeing black. So after that I just continued dyeing it black. The dye lasts for around 3 to 4 months before my natural hair color comes up again and I dye again. So sometimes I dye black. Right now I'm wishing that I can dye another color, but if I'm to do permanent dye, that means my hair will have to be bleached first before I can apply another color on top. And I see people saying that it cuts hair, and I'm not ready to risk that. So right now I'm trying out a temporary dye. This, I don't know why I decided to go for color orange. Also, it's not looking pretty because why does it look lumped up in some areas? Maybe I'm the one who didn't apply well. Ama. My hair more looks dirty than colored. I'll wash it and try dyeing again. Remember the page that is selling this, but it's called hair color dye something, like it has the word color on it, on the name. This is orange. I wish I had more to try. Before I got locks, I will see people's locks thinning. Like someone has locks, but some strands have cut, or you can clearly see the volume of the strand is not even from the root. Maybe some places are thin. I will fear that. I was fearing that. Luckily, I don't know if it's luckily or it's because my loctician has been doing a good job. Though I was told if you have a habit of braiding your locks, they will tend to thin. So I've never braided other than using extension, the fluffy kinky as an extension to style. I have not braided my hair. I have not. The only style that I have done that is close to braiding is two strand twists with my hair as it is. The struggles that I have experienced is build up. Sometimes, especially when my hair is not dyed black, I can see whitish particles stuck in the hair. So dyeing black helps because it means now everything is evenly black, so even the build-up is covered up. But it's not sustainable, and I don't know how to, permanently get rid of it. I have seen home remedies where people use vinegar and bicarbonate. I've not tried that, but even general review is that it doesn't get everything out. It will detoxify your hair, but it doesn't get everything out. I've not tried it yet. I'm not even encouraged to, because now if it doesn't get rid of everything, then before I got locks with my natural hair, open natural hair, I was struggling with my hairline. It was not bad, but it was receding. Right now my hairline has recovered. It's so healthy, super healthy. I'm happy about that. Oh, another struggle is I feel like the styles that one can do with locks aren't that many. Like, I like soft styles. I don't want to do mohawk. I don't want to do that style that people put the hair inside, like for a bun, like it's a bun but the hair has been fixed inside. I want to do a high bun. I want to do twists or just let my hair out. I feel like styles are limited if you're not looking to do the common styles that people go for when they have locks. Some styles make you look like you can fight. I don't want to look like I can fight. I have not struggled with dandruffs with my locks. Initially, I think I did. I also didn't want to keep applying oils on my hair just because when you lean on something, then you're leaving the place, maybe a pillow, and you're leaving it soaked with oil. I didn't want the feel of oil on my scalp or on my hair. So I experimented a few things, and this is what has been working for me. This Siri lives in treatment. I spray it on my hair. I will say every day, but maybe every day when I'm leaving the house. Sometimes when I'm in the house, I don't spray it. Sometimes I wax the front line, maybe a line or two, maybe when my hair is not looking good and I'm not ready to go to the salon and I need to look decent, I retwist a line or two at the front. And I also use this waxing gel to lay my edges. Hata imeisha. I'll need to get another one. I recently discovered this dry shampoo. This It claims to cleanse your scalp without you washing your hair. Magic. I've used it once. See, still full. Did I feel fresher? I'm not sure. But I had stayed for a while without washing my hair and I wanted to try it out. I wouldn't say it works or it doesn't work, but if you'd like to try it, I got it either Super Cosmetics or Best Lady. This one I usually get it from Best Lady. I was going for the small bottle, but I decided to just go with the value pack. More than anything, I'm so glad for the length because my open hair could never. 2019 to now has been 21, 2, 3, 4 years, and this is the length that I have achieved. And in 9 years, this is what I had achieved. So I can imagine what this will be like in 9 years, but I'm not sure what I will do when it's super long. Maybe cut, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I don't plan on taking out the locks. I know right now my only option if I decide to take them out is not to shave. I have seen people undo locks, like a strand that is proper locked like this and it's just undone and now you have open hair. There's a lot of shading, but thing is you're still left with hair on your head, and I think it takes long and you pay for it because you're going to a professional to have it done. Maybe if I was to ever take them out, what I will do is let the growth be much. Let me see. Because even after retwisting, it doesn't lock immediately. So for this strand, the growth is up to here. So if I was to cut the hair at this point, then it means I would still have a bit of hair left. Let's say if I was to decide to keep short hair or braid until the hair is longer. Locking my hair was a very good decision because maintenance is pretty easy, it's cheap, I don't have to buy braids, I don't have to buy wigs. I even bought a wig when I had natural hair. I only wore it once and then I was like, no. How do people survive with wigs? Because where the heat? Hey, mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hey, Nairobi girls. Wow. Okay, not Nairobi girls, like ladies. Where there are things that we do, and when you're not doing them, they look cute until you're the one doing them, like wearing heels. Heels are cute, but when you're in them, yeah, wigs are cute, but the heat. It's because I had bought mine at 2000. Okay, maybe it was a cheap one. Nowadays, when I'm walking in the streets, conductors call me Ras. Rasta, not conductors only, even hawkers. Like, yeah, I don't take offense because, well, mimi ni Ras. Sometimes when I let my hair down and I'm in a t-shirt and trousers, I feel like I look like someone who can fight. Like, they give a rough look, yeah? I love that I can go swimming and not worry too much about my hair because I can retwist it at home. Now the thing is, with palm roll retwist, then it doesn't hold because it's just a retwist using wax. So if you go swimming, then the wax washes away and the twist comes out, and now it's like you need to go to the salon again. But for people who crochet or interlock, it holds for longer. I don't mind though, especially now that I don't need to constantly look neat for people in the office. Then I'm good. I actually love when I have a more rough look, like when I'm 2 weeks post the salon, as opposed to when I'm fresh out of the salon and then like my hair is so pulled and my forehead is shining. I like when it's a bit undone, like it is right now. Though it has been a while since I was at the salon, so it definitely needs a wash. And post a wash, then that means it will need a retwist, and then I'll have fresh retwist. Then I'll wait for like 2 weeks and enjoy the rough look. My go-to styles with locks are buns, like just a middle bun or a high bun, but I find every time I try to go for a high bun, it's not high like I want it because my hair is not long enough for a messy bun. So they sort of have to roll the hair on my head and then it looks like a donut. So even if it was a high bun and then it goes round, it just ends up looking like more of a center bun. What else? I love when I twist my hair, like just two strand twists. It's also an interesting look. Those two, sometimes I just opt not to style it, like I just tell them to do to not a bun, to just hold it using a thread, and then I'll keep it like that for a week or two and then undo it and freestyle. I think sleeping in a satin bonnet helps with the hairline and thinning because then there is not much friction between the hair and the pillow. And also using satin pillows, well, I don't use satin pillows, but now that I sleep in a satin bonnet, I think that helps. So that's it, not much maintenance, the hair grows. Oh, one thing about this dye is it transfers. Well, I have a serviette here and I have applied some dye. And is it showing? Can you see? There's some transfer. So when you're wearing bright colored clothes, it will transfer. So that's the downside, but also the good side is you can wash it anytime. It easily comes off with water. So it is to be expected that it will transfer, because if you can wash it, that means you can wipe it. So that's it about my locks. I love my hair. I have not counted them. People know how many locks they have on their hair. Mine are many. I have thought of counting them, but I've not made it a priority. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have locks, share with me some things that you enjoy in the comment section, and some of the struggles that you're having, if any, because my struggles are minimal. The build up, what else? But I will choose build up over dandruffs, because with build up I can just dye black and that's it, and no one will know. How will they know? Thank you for being here. See you on the next one. Bye.